Next, I would like to introduce my good friend Ronak. Ronak is in the 6th grade and he's 11 years old. Ronak likes math just like I do, and he likes tennis, soccer, and chess. Ronak knows when to have a good joke and when to be serious. Please welcome my good friend Ronak.
Hi, my name is Ronak. I'm 11 years old and I am in 6th grade. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. First, I would like to thank Soham for his wonderful speech about math. Today, I'm going to be talking about tennis. I chose this topic because tennis is very, very dear to me. In my speech today, I'll be talking about 1, the history of tennis and its origins, 2, some cool facts about tennis, and 3, again, why I love tennis so much. Tennis originated in Great Britain and started out as a game like Foursquare. Does anybody here know what Foursquare is? Just clarifying if you already know, Foursquare is a game where there are 4 squares and there can be 4 people on the court if you're not playing doubles Foursquare. The 4th square is the highest square on the court, and it's a square you should always try to get. At the beginning of a match or a game, the 4th square serves the ball with the palm of the hand to the 2 square. If there's not a rule that the 4th square didn't make up that doesn't allow that. After that, they hit the ball with the palm of their hand to 3 and 1, and it can go in any kind of pattern or row. Tennis started out very, very similar to Foursquare, except there was only 2 sides. And there was no net either, but Foursquare doesn't have net. So tennis, you had to also strike the ball with the palm of your hand. And guess what it was called then? The game of the palm. And you won't believe this, but the first people to play the game of the palm or tennis were European monks. Can you believe that? Monks were the first people that ever played tennis. But when the monks were playing, they were getting hurt pretty constantly. Mostly because they were hitting the ball with their bare palm, and the ball was made of a pretty hard material, harder than the modern day tennis balls. So they thought about it and they said, okay, why not we put on a glove before every game? That's what they did. They made a wooden and leather glove and worked. It was working though. For most of the time, it did work if there was no injuries. But there were some injuries. So they knew there had to be something missing to it. So they thought, and they thought, and they thought, until, ta-ding, they came up with the idea, wait a second, why is my hand, the thing making contact? That's when they added a wooden stick-like pole to the bottom of the leather and wooden glove to make the first tennis racket ever. But trust me, it didn't look like a tennis racket, it looked more like a frying pan. After that, tennis improved rapidly. Over the next couple decades or so, it actually started looking like modern day tennis. There were 2 big sides with 1 to 2 people on each of them, and there was a ginormous net. The rackets looked something like modern day tennis racket, and there were serves. But you want to know a little gruesome fact about the tennis racket strings? They were made from sheep, cow, and pigs' guts and intestines. Ew. Gross, I know. Now, I'm going to talk about some cool facts about tennis. Did you know that the longest game in tennis history lasted for 11 hours? While the shortest game only lasted for about 20 minutes. Can you believe that? That's incredible. Did you know that every year, 24 tons of strawberries were ordered for the Wimbledon Championship? Does anybody here know what the Wimbledon Championship is? Okay, just clarifying if you are not sure what the Wimbledon Championship is. The Wimbledon Championship is one of 4 major tennis tournaments. The other 3 are the USA Open, the French Open, and the Australian Open. All of these major tennis tournaments give professional male and female tennis players a chance to win a ginormous trophy and $2 million. I can do a lot of things with that money. But you know what? You know why you shouldn't fall in love with the tennis player? Because love means nothing to them. Now I'm going to be talking about why I love tennis so much. I love all sports with spin. That spin on the ball really, it just fascinates me. And spin is a big part of tennis. Tennis relies on the spin. It's how most of the professional players get the shots right. I also love hitting the ball with all my force and energy. It's just a great feeling, and I love the feeling. That's also why I love to serve, because I can serve with all my energy and put it out in one direction. Actually, thinking about it, at the beginning of this summer, I went to this tennis camp. And at that tennis camp, there was a radar that could tell you how fast your serving speed was. At the beginning of the summer, my serving speed really wasn't that good. It was mere 60s and a lot of the time less. But now, and at the end of the summer, my serving speed improved and I got high 70s, and I'm yet to hit my 80-mile-per-hour serve. Around the middle of the summer, I hit my first 70-mile-per-hour serve. It was a big deal for me at that time because there was something called a hamburger speed. And the reward for hitting a hamburger speed was you get a hamburger. But there was a problem there because I'm a vegetarian. So I couldn't take the hamburger. I just wanted to have like some pizza and some soda or something. So today I talked about the history of tennis and its origins, some cool facts about tennis, and why I love tennis so much. Also, does anybody here like to play tennis? Do you know how fast your serving speeds are? Can you say it's pretty fast?
I guess.
Then I might want to play with you because I need somebody to play tennis with. Thank you for listening.
Awesome.